Well, hey now, everybody. It's The Rob from 106.1 KISS FM here with my tag team partner in podcasting, the Repo Man, Jerry Valeri. Good morning, Jer. Can I say it is great to see you?
It's nice to be seen, especially on a day where we're having a dance-off. Oh my God, what year is it? We're back to having dance-offs with the girls. Oh yeah, let's have a bikini fight. Let's have an evening gown match. Woo-hoo.
Maybe we could roll around in eggnog.
Puppies!
You know, I didn't even think about that from that portion of last night. I actually thought it was a bit refreshing to be here. I'll say this.
I liked it, but I thought to myself, somebody is going to say, the women's revolution is taking a step backwards. And I was actually happy about it. I thought it was fun.
I don't know that people I don't know. There's a difference between the chocolate pudding matches and the mud wrestling and the eggnog wrestling and the lingerie stuff. Like, I feel like that was way different than the dance off last night.
Right.
And to be honest with you, I did not think we would be leading off with this, but that's fine. I did not think I would rather have seen them in a dance off than a wrestling match. Those two last night. I'm not saying under all circumstances a dance off is better than women wrestling, but I'm saying last night, those two, if you could put them in one thing, whether it's a dance off or a wrestling match, sign me up for a dance off.
Right, and look at SmackDown Live giving us like a little sub-story. I mean, gives Rusev and Aiden English a little something to do with the Usos here for a week or two. I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
because since Rusev's in Money in the Bank, he kind of, he's spinning his wheels for 3 weeks. So give him something to care about,
Can I start by saying I feel like it's not even up for discussion this week. SmackDown won the week definitively for me, and you can't change my mind.
Absolutely. And I hope that now you can agree with what I said yesterday that I think you wanted to agree with, that SmackDown, I don't know if it's the writing, maybe it's the talent for sure. They're just better storytellers. There are better stories being told right now and better promos by guys. When you put me on the spot yesterday, I totally missed guys like Daniel Bryan, guys like Samoa Joe, even Big Cass is stepping it up. And I would take a Big Cass promo over a Roman Reigns promo any day. So I don't know, like the storytelling on SmackDown has been compelling. And while we had to look at, what did we say was the most compelling Raw story going into Money in the Bank?
Well, I said, to me, it's Lashley and Zayn. Right.
And Lashley and Zayn's like the best told story they have. And here you're looking at Money in the Bank for SmackDown Live, and AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura is a really well told story. Big Cass and Daniel Bryan is just heating up, and I really, really enjoy it.
Where you kind of got me yesterday was, I was thinking of it as strictly promos, and if you open it up to telling a story, I agree with you. If you're talking,
Ty Dillinger Shinsuke Nakamura match was great because of the storytelling, because of the 10 count.
I knew exactly where that was going when. Excuse me. Sorry about that. When Ty Dillinger was the guy who came out, I knew for sure it was going to be. I mean, that wasn't even a stipulation last night, was it? It was just he went for 10.
No, he ended up trying to get it during the match. He pins him, and then he nails him in the back of the head a couple times, and then gets the 10 count and walks out.
And I also liked how, again, non-verbal telling of stories. Just Shinsuke Nakamura's walking around the back with these note cards, or they almost seem like, I don't know, paper plates or something, but he's carrying and he's ripping up the numbers 1 through 10. And that just shows you that all he can think about is that 10 count. And yeah, that's, while not promo, it's fantastic storytelling. And that's really what this is all about.
It's awesome. And, we've had other last man standing matches that I can remember, and good ones. I think one of my favorite matches from one of my favorite feuds, Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns, was a last man standing match. And it was great, but it happened for a different reason. For them, it was like, holy cow, we had an ambulance match. We're ripping the whole place apart. We're tearing the back apart. That's the only logical step. Here, it's more of a, I'm going to knock you out. I'm going to dishonor you and break your face, and you're going to not get up from it. And like, I don't know, this heel Nakamura, and it's making it hard for me to decide if he's going to win the championship or not. Like they could put the belt on him right now, and I'd believe it.
The buildup for this match, in my opinion, this Iron Man match, so to say, has been better than the buildup for any other Iron Man match. The obsession with the number 10, the rationale, like everything going into this is clicking with me too. Yeah,
so I really love that. I think that they're doing some really great storytelling. I love the big Cass, Samoa Joe, and Daniel Bryan stuff. I thought that was good yesterday. I thought that was great last night.
What did you love about it?
Well, first of all, I love that they're like, whoa, we thought Joe was going to be the main event, and he just comes out, gets a ladder, goes to the top, grabs the Money in the Bank briefcase. It's the little things. I love it.
No, Joe's good at that kind of stuff. Joe's really good.
No one's ever done it.
Done what?
Go ahead. Sorry. No one's ever just come out and been like, I'm taking it.
I don't know. I guess I would have preferred just seeing Joe and Brian, but also felt like that was something we probably could have built towards. So I'm not too upset about that. And you said it best about Cass. I don't want to say he's doing awesome work, but I will definitely say he's stepping it up.
Much improved. And right before it happened, and I'm sure everyone figured it out at the same time, but right before it happened, I was like, oh, he's healthy. He's working that limp. And then he says, I'm cleared right now. Bang! And I loved that little thing. And now he's attacking Samoa Joe and Daniel Bryan. It's just everything's working with those guys. And I just really like it. I think putting Cass in the ring in a feud with Daniel Bryan is really good for him because he's going to step it up.
Oh, it's great for Cass.
It's great for Cass, but I think it's also great for Cass's career in the fact that he'll improve from this. You know, he's learning quite a bit week from week. And so I don't know, better than Raw for sure, without a doubt. And it didn't drag us down with a women's gauntlet match. Just
the pacing of the show. It's smaller, so the segments aren't as long. And yeah, I don't know. It was a better show for me. I'm not going to give it like an A, but it was, I could say maybe a 2018, A or B, but I don't know. For me, it was still, it clearly won the week.
Without a doubt. And I think it's winning for me when I see the matches that are coming up on the SmackDown side for Money in the Bank. I'm way more interested in it.
Yeah. Well, let's look at what we have so far because SmackDown's they've got they're part of the ladder matches. Obviously,
they've got what's going to be the main event, right? The last man standing with Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles.
Boy, that maybe now is the time for that. If it's not one of the ladder matches, yeah, that could be.
Well, do you know why I think it won't be the ladder match?
Is it because that's a chance to win the title and not actually for the title?
Right, and also I think they like to tease. I don't think there'll be a cash in, but they could tease a cash in at the end. You know what I mean? Like they if they put the ladder match at the end, they can't say maybe he'll come back tonight. But if they win it earlier in the night and then someone from SmackDown gets the Money in the Bank, I mean I don't know.
I'm still so. What about the fact that there's going to be 2 ladder matches, if not 3? Does that change anything for you to space them out more?
Don't you think it's too late to get that tag one built up?
I'm still hearing it's a possibility.
Well, I thought that's where they were headed when.
And by the way, to build it up, you don't even. Every other ladder match have just announced people who are in it. You don't need to have every team qualify.
Well, Kurt Angle, I thought when he announced like the tag team battle royal and all the tag teams were in and you had the B team trying to jump the line, I thought that's where they were going to introduce it.
Yeah, that would have made sense.
But now they're doing a battle royal.
Yeah. I still feel like there's an outside possibility. I feel like it's unlikely but possible that there'll be a third ladder match at that.
That'd be too much. I think that'll be too much. Well, but what do I know?
Let me ask you this: what is any tag team angle what's one tag match booked for that pay-per-view? See,
the only interesting tag story involved is the one with the New Day, and that's because one of them is going to be in the big ladder match.
Yeah, that's not a tag match. That's which one's going to be in the singles match.
Exactly.
So,
I mean,
just throwing that out there.
Gallows and Anderson versus Bludgeon Brothers doesn't move the needle for me at all.
Bludgeon Brothers are still kind of interesting to me. I mean, while there's not really much of a build for it, although actually that segment last night was okay. I kind of like the horror movie element to, they were listening this whole time and kind of interrupted them via television screen. And yeah, I don't know, that was cool with me.
Yeah, it was good. But I'm not. You asked me which tag match got me fired up. None.
No, is there one? Is there one signed? Is there? Do you know of any tag team match officially on the pay-per-view?
Bludgeon Brothers, Carl, and
is that signed?
Gallows. Yeah.
Okay, that's official then. I didn't realize that.
Gallows and Anderson last week won a #1 contender match.
Okay, gotcha. Then I just missed that. I mean, I saw that, but I didn't realize what was at stake, I guess.
Right. I'm typing in now to see a full Money in the Bank card and see if I can find that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely say that. I mean, that match combined with Styles and Nakamura, and boy, I really think that there's going to be a Cass and Bryan match again on SmackDown.
Okay, so here's what we have so far. We have AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura, which, aside from the ladder matches, is the match I'm most excited to see.
I would probably agree with that.
For the Raw Women's Championship, you have Nia Jax versus Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, no. I'll just say the build has definitely lost me.
It has, but I'm interested to see Ronda Rousey in her first singles competition. Like, I'm interested to see how she does here in a singles match, all by herself. No Kurt Angle, no Triple H to help. No, nobody there. It's her versus Nia.
I'm also excited. I'm also excited to see the outcome, because there's part of me that really thinks it's a no-brainer. Ronda's going to win. And then there's another part of me that's like, I don't know if Ronda's going to win the title at least.
Yeah, it feels like, why would they do it so soon? I don't know. SmackDown Women's Championship, Carmella versus Asuka. That should be a no-brainer, but I don't know if it is.
Oh, I don't think that's a no-brainer. Actually, yeah, I would not call that one a no-brainer.
We've got Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn. SmackDown Tag Team Championship, Bludgeon Brothers versus Gallows and Anderson.
Okay.
Women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
All right.
And the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. And then also Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
They're predicting that we'll probably also see Seth Rollins versus Elias for the Intercontinental Championship.
Makes sense.
And they're predicting that we'll see the Leaders of Worlds versus the B Team for the Raw Tag Team Championship. And they're predicting we'll see a Cruiserweight Championship. And I don't even know who is who.
Boy, yeah. I guess maybe this isn't a terrible card, I guess. And also, I'm still predicting Bryan and Cass, too.
Yeah, well, because neither one's in the Money in the Bank.
Yeah, and it just feels right for them to go at it again, because they're still kind of doing the same thing they were doing last month. Absolutely.
The only way they can get away with not doing a match on that pay-per-view is if Cass injures Daniel here, and then they can push it to the next pay-per-view. But I think at this point, we're ready to see it either progress to the next level or time to blow it off.
Now, that sounds like a really full card, which it is, but my understanding is that the pay-per-view is about to be an hour longer.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Were you not aware of this?
I didn't know that.
Don't worry. It's not just this one, though. It's going to be all of them.
Oh, good. That's so good.
But
I need to move to the West Coast, or I'm never going to be able to get enough sleep. This is the son of a gun. Are they starting earlier, or are they ending later?
I think they're starting earlier.
Stop asking me to unmute it.
What's going on?
I'm looking at the screen, and I'm using a different thing now, not appling it.
I was going to say, we have to tell people how you're being viewed today.
I had to mute it, And now every 30 seconds, literally every 30 seconds, a big thing pops up and I can't see anything. And it goes, "You're muted. Nobody can hear what you're saying. Would you like to unmute it so that you can share with the world?" "No, I have a GD microphone." Google, why don't you spy on me correctly and figure out what's happening in the room?
Since we can see you perfectly fine, is it safe to assume that your iPhone is just getting the job done like it's supposed to?
Listen, I decided to dance with the devil because since Apple won't play with Google Hangouts, instead of us going to FaceTime, I'm using my Google Chromebook, and we're just going to rock and roll that way.
Well,
take that, Tim Cook. Take that, Tim Cook. Manu.
Well, we appreciate you bringing your laptop to work today so you can be a part of the podcast. We can see you again.
It'd be nice. It's nice to see me.
It just really sucks that like Apple's just like they're finding a way to make it impossible for their users to do what they want to do with their phone.
Especially when with Steve Jobs, all he wanted to do was make easy to use, user-friendly. They hung their hat on user-friendly, like just easy. Yep. Easy. No user error with a Mac because they're so easy. And now they're harder to use than anything.
And then there's one more burning question that I have for you at least.
Hit it up, baby. Hit it up.
Did you watch Real One music video / Enzo Amore? Did you watch the Phoenix video?
I did. I watched the official video. I had to watch it in my bathroom with headphones so my son didn't see what was going on.
What do you, by the way, is that something that is a daily event for you? Going into the bathroom with headphones so that your son doesn't know what's going on? Right.
Absolutely. Can't let them see what's happening in there. This time I wasn't playing with myself, at least. So I watched the video. I listened to the song. I have so many thoughts on it, and they're all over the place. And I can't even tell. Like, if you said, "Did you like it?" And I'd say, "I don't know."
Yeah, that's a really good answer.
I don't know if I liked it because, yes, I liked the song, but I only liked it from Enzo. It's not like if I heard a real rapper do it, I'd be like, "This is garbage."
Right.
But from Enzo, I was like, he did a really good job. He changed his inflection. He sang a little bit, like kind of, his rap was on point. You know, I didn't like at the beginning. I was like, "You're more articulate than this. I can't understand you, 2 Chainz. What are you trying to say?" And then he started to be a little more understandable. He took a shot at everyone I thought he'd take a shot at. You know, he took a shot at the Dave Meltzers and the computer guys, pretty much us, like podcasters and wrestling fans. He made fun of them to start it off.
Yeah, but to be fair, he specified the ones that were talking all the crap, and
absolutely,
I feel like this podcast gave him the benefit of the doubt a little bit,
and still do. And I think that if he had gotten off on a technicality, if he had gotten off on like, "Oh, they don't have enough evidence," he doesn't write this song. But he's got this song. He's got the proof clearly. He's going to have civil suits against this person. He's going after them, guns blazing. He's doing the one thing I always thought celebrities should do if they're truly innocent. When somebody's defaming you, whether it's slander or libel, you both barrels. You have the money, spend it on suing them into ruin, and no one will do it to you again. And that's exactly what he's doing, which kind of proves to me that he's innocent in this case. I think he got Duke lacrosse. And I've seen it happen several times here at Penn State with football players that were about to go to the draft. A girl says that a thing happened, and then you never hear from them again until 3 months later when you find out the girl was lying and admitted to it. Very careful to say, and he was too at the end of it, that's not making light of women that have actually been abused. That's not making light of. I
appreciated that line.
I did too. I thought I also liked my consensual penis. That should be the name of his band.
Consensual penis.
Consensual penis.
No, there was a part in the song where he was like, you know, for all the real women in the Me Too movement who have been abused, I support you. But
I'm with you.
But the ones that are making up accusations that are wrong, F them, kind of a thing. And they're bringing the movement down. They're actually hurting the movement. And he's right. And yeah, I mean, like, this is a kind of an open and shut case. Again, we don't know what happened in the room, but the allegations, at least from a legal standpoint, are gone. And his job is also gone. And he's always going to be viewed as the sexual assault guy, rightly or wrongly.
I hope he can get away from it. I've always been entertained by Enzo, and all I could think when I saw the video at first was, he looks great. Like, he stayed in shape, or got in even better shape. I would say he got in even better shape than he was in.
Well, he doesn't have any tests to pass anymore.
Right. So he just, I don't know. The indie people didn't love him, did they?
What do you mean by that?
Well, I wonder if, like, he has a career, like, if he could jump to New Japan, or if he could go to like Ring of Honor and do some indie stuff like that. He doesn't have the indie, you know, like that swagger that, like, I mean, Cody Rhodes. People drool over Cody Rhodes. People drool over Kenny Omega. But then they kind of tend to hate certain WWE aspects of people. Is he the one they don't like?
He didn't really have an independent career prior to NXT. My understanding was Triple H saw a YouTube video of him, thought he'd be a killer promo, and he was right, and just signed him right to NXT as like a trial basis kind of thing, and it worked out, and the rest was history. So when you talk about his potential on the indie circuit, I mean, I think the biggest thing that is the factor of whether or not you make money on the independents is, do you sell tickets? And then the biggest factor in that is, were you famous outside of independent wrestling, which Enzo certainly was.
Without a doubt.
Now, those Codys, those are the guys who last long because they have a great work rate and people want to see them wrestle, and they're consistently good. And that's what separates Enzo from, he's not going to have the Cody impact on the independent scene. But I mean, even Hornswoggle is probably, when he goes to a show, he's probably making more than most people on the show. Probably anybody.
And, you know, and if Enzo wants a 3-star match, he could get one. He just has to be in the Tokyo Dome.
Yeah, you might want to do it with Cody or Kenny Omega.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? So,
and then he'll get 3 stars. 3 stars. That's a lot of stars for Enzo.
Enzo's never had one of those, I don't think.
He's had some 5-star promos, but he's had some quarter-star matches.
But I will be honest, I would like to see him back in WWE, not only because I am a fan of his work, but because how long do we have to punish the guy for something that at least the courts say he didn't do?
He didn't do it. He didn't do it. And if he starts suing people because of that, I have a sneaking suspicion that as long as he doesn't sue the WWE, he'll probably be brought back. I think it'll be a little later than sooner. I think in the next 2 years, he'll be back on WWE TV. I think that, look, WWE, I'm talking like Kurt Angle all of a sudden. I can't even get it out of my mouth. WWE.
By the way, he had one on Monday. Sooner. I forget what it was, but he had one that was just a gem.
He's a gem. He's a gem. He can't talk at all.
I didn't mean to cut you off, though.
No, well, Steve said it's going to be sooner. He thinks it'll be sooner. I hope Steve's right, but I don't think he is.
Yeah, I'm going to go with later, but it will still happen. I've been saying 2019 feels right to me. You might be right. I mean, maybe 2020, but I don't think it's going to be 2018. I'd love to be wrong. I just don't think I am.
I do not think this video hurts him, though. I think I think the music video, the rap video, I think it's only going to help him. I didn't hate it. I thought I was going to, and I didn't.
And the production, like I said, wasn't cheap. It wasn't a chintzy video.
As long as he doesn't go on Twitter comparing anybody to apes, he'll be okay.
Yeah, this is the world, man. This is
Don't
the world.
Pull Roseanne, Enzo. Don't pull Roseanne. At this point, you're better off breaking real laws than insulting someone's sensibilities. You will lose it all.
Is there anything you want to mention before I play the music?
That's it. I'm just glad to see you. Oh, baby.
What?
I'm back.
Yeah, look at you.
I Google Chromed my way in.
You chromed your way in, exactly. By the way, that's why I am Team Android. I Googled my way in. I've always Googled my way into this.
Hashtag F you, Tim Cook.
Hashtag they do the troops right.
Hashtag Ruby Riot's mouth.
Norwal
By the way, look at these pearly whites. See, huh? Look at that. They're all straight.
Just 2 rows of teeth. The one on the top, the one on the bottom.
Oh, she's the worst. She looks like a broken Pez dispenser. Just like with that plastic piece snapped in.
He's got more tooth material. My God.